Hello everyone, it's Neil there from Acoustics. I hope you're all good. Just a really quick lesson today on that little riff. And I thought, why do I like that riff? Why? What's it about it that makes it work? And I thought, I figured it out, at least in my brain. And I thought I'll share it with you because it's something that you can use basically anytime you're kind of playing that shape. Yeah. So what we're doing here, that little run at the end. This one, that one, right? So I thought I'd show you what's going on there. So he's basically playing D minor. That's essentially B flat, but I'm not playing the whole chord, so I'm just doing that. And then just a little play on a kind of CF. And then the run comes in. Because remember, he's still playing C, right? Playing over the chords here. Okay, so what happens here is good. So, still playing over C. A run over the C. Shiver in the dark, it's a raining in a park. Me, right? That's what he's playing. Okay. So, how to explain? So basically, I go back to seeing my chords in the scale box. So what we're doing here, when he's playing C, even though the song's in kind of D minor. Yeah, exactly. You can play over the chords, and he does that a lot in this song. That's why the guitar solo sounds so really good. You know, he's doing triads, he's doing harmonics, he's doing playing over the scales. Yeah, he's sometimes mixing a little bit of major and minor. I think he is in one. Anyway, so basically we're just going to keep it simple and bring it over to this C shape here. So, well, how could you tell that's a C shape, Neil? Let's go through it again. Where's the C shape, Neil? Where's the C shape? There. With a new way that I keep saying to people. You just do it there. And then he plays a little F. How's that an F? Well, that's basically the C shape in the chord. But just take off those. Yeah, so it's just a little bit of Rolling Stones there. Alright, Cave. And then the solo comes in. So what we're doing is essentially doing a little solo over the C chord. Now, C and A minor, interchangeable, same notes. A minor is a relative minor of C. Hopefully we all know this, right? So we're going to play. Edit that last bit out. So we're going to play. I'll play the box. I'll put the box up there. We're essentially going to play this kind of box here, which is, as you see the notes. I've coloured the chord so you can see the chord, right? And that first scale box, that A minor scale box, I've coloured the notes that we're going to play. Now what you can see he's doing, he's targeting the fifth and finishing on the root note of the C. So rounding it off in C, that's why it sounds nice. He's aiming for the chord tones. It's a brilliant example of chord tones here. So basically, and I told you how to identify chord tones in one of my previous lessons, how to identify any note on the fretboard by looking at that C shape. So anytime we're playing that C shape, we know fifth, root, third. And what he's doing is using fifth, so he's walking up the scale, fifth, root. Now you could do that other way, we could do it. But it's just kept it simple. So therefore, if you were playing, let's say anytime you're playing, say we're playing a D now, and we're going into say an A. Anyway. Yeah? And that note there isn't in the A, so we're playing over, that's why I'm bringing this up. That would be in the A. Yeah, that would be a sus A chord, you know? Sus4. But what we're doing here, when we do a D, or let's do that and go into an A minor. You see, so bring it down to B flat here. And I'm gonna. So you can see, anytime you play that shape, yeah, here, 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 that little run, you can play anywhere, anywhere. That's why I thought this is a brilliant little lesson, because that immediately, you're playing a 4-bar, you know, 4-chord move, and you're finishing with a D or a C or anything in that shaped chord. You've got your little run at the end to get back into it. Yeah, awesome, eh? I think it works. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll talk again soon.